Good afternoon, August the 13th, 2012. If you're listening to this from outside of Los Angeles, I want to let you know you don't want to be in Los Angeles right now. It is so hot, you would not believe it. This is like our 7th or 8th straight day of like 100 plus degree heat, and according to the weather forecast, we're going to be having about another week of this. So wherever you are, if it's cooler than where we are right now, count your blessings. Anyway, I want to talk to you about a tactic that a lot of debt collectors use and a lot of creditors use to try to collect money from you, and it is a dirty tactic, and you have to understand that it is a dirty tactic and don't fall for it. Let's say, and I got to tell you, before we get into it, not only comes up in credit reporting, it also comes up when you're applying for a job where they check your credit report. But I don't have to tell you, more and more jobs these days are asking for your credit report, which to me creates a lot of problems. But at the same time, it's a fact of life that we have to live with, and you have to learn some self-defense for how to deal with the fact that people like to put things in your credit report to extort money out of you, whether or not you owe the debt. Anyway, getting back to what we're talking about today. What we're talking about today is a debt collector or a creditor will call you and will say, and let's say you have you have a charge-off, or you have an account on your credit report where there's a 30-day late, or a charge-off, or something where you owe the money, and you need to get that cleaned up. Okay. Now understand that part of the dynamic here is you need to get it cleaned up. All right. You need to get it cleaned up because you're applying for a home mortgage, you're applying for a car loan, you're applying for a job position where you know they're going to pull your credit report. For whatever reason, you need to get it cleaned up. You contact, I shouldn't say the debt collector contacts you, it's frequently the other way around. You contact the debt collector, you contact the creditor, you contact the bank, you contact whomever that is putting this derogatory information on your credit report. They tell you, go ahead and pay it, and as soon as you pay it, we'll change the credit reporting on it. And what they're leading you to believe is that they're going to change the credit reporting to some non-derogatory status, like paid as agreed. Now remember, that's one thing that you all should know. Paid as agreed is the only non-derogatory status that you want. I mean, other than closed account, maybe for some account that's old and closed, but for an account that's open, the only status that you want that is not derogatory is paid as agreed. All right. So you call the creditor because you have a job application pending, because you have a home loan pending, something like that. You call the creditor and say, what can we do about this? I need to get it off my credit report. They don't tell you that it doesn't come off your credit report. It doesn't come off your credit report. They will say something to you like, go ahead and pay and get it paid up, and then we'll change the credit reporting. They change the credit reporting, but they don't change it to a non-derogatory status. They'll change it to settled for less than full amount. They'll change it to has been paid, but they won't remove any of the 30-day lates. In short, they don't take the derogatory information off of your credit report. The only thing that they will now report on is that you paid the debt. They will truthfully and accurately report in most instances that you have paid the debt, but they won't take the negative credit reporting off of your credit report. Now, if you have a situation where you need to get your credit report cleaned up, and the information on your credit report is false or inaccurate, then you need to come and see us, me, my firm, because that's the type of case we deal with. Getting the false and inaccurate information off of your credit report. However, if the information is factual, if you were 30 days late on, let's say, a credit card 6 months ago or something like that, and you're in a situation where you're applying for a job or you're applying for a home loan or something like that, and that 30-day late is on your credit report, really, as a practical matter, you're going to have to work around it. You're going to have to work with the underwriting team or something like that to just explain to them that it might have been 30 days late 6 months ago, but it's not 30 days late anymore. If you've got a charge-off on your account, talk to your bank representative about the best way to handle it, because if you pay off a charge-off, what's going to happen is they're going to report it as settled, but they're not going to remove the fact that it was late before it got charged off. In short, you're still going to have derogatory information on your account. So talk to your loan officer or talk to your loan broker about how best to handle that situation. But don't blindly believe the creditor or the debt collector who says that the credit reporting is going to be removed or cleaned up as soon as you pay it and not to worry about it. That actually is false. They will not remove the derogatory reporting. They will report that you paid the debt, but they will not remove the derogatory reporting that led up to that point. Anyway, I hope this information has been helpful, and I hope you're having a good summer. And if you're in Los Angeles, I hope you're figuring out a way to stay cool. Take care. Bye-bye.